Hi, everyone. Welcome to Make It Make Sense. And your team that's going to be assisting you through this presentation is the Holistic Needs team, and my name is Brian Chu. And this is Jocelyn Torres and also Sabria Mayo. So today we'll be talking about how to save money while you're here at UC Davis and how to utilize all the resources that will be offered at Davis. So our agenda we'll be talking about mental health and well-being, Aggie hacks, and food resources and low budget eating. So the Holistic Needs team is intended to help raise awareness and bring forth resources that will help EOP students meet basic needs. The team is responsible for hosting quarterly workshops about housing, hygiene resources, and affordable healthy food options and budgeting basics. So this is our team right here. Mental health and wellness. So now we'll be talking about different resources that can be utilized when you're here at Davis. So the first resource is Center for Advocacy, Resource, and Education, which is CARES. And these down below, you can see right here the phone and email where you can contact them. So the purpose and mission of CARES is to reduce sexual violence using a multifaceted approach through prevention, education, and awareness, and provide survivor services. And also broadens public awareness about sexual violence and its impact on all genders. So sexual violence can be sexual abuse, sexual assault or rape, sexual harassment, stalking, indecent exposure, degrading sexual imagery, and voyeurism, cyber harassment, trafficking, and sexual exploitation. And the purpose or the services that sexual violence of the care program that offers in Davis is advocacy, intervention, not therapy, prevention, professional training, and workshops. So one of the education outreach specialists mentioned that eliminating sexual violence in UC Davis community through many ways is prevention, education, changing culture, and providing support. And students can maximize their success by using this resource, by utilizing the resource, volunteering, and attending workshops here. So these are the staff members that can assist you if you ever need help. So now we're going to talk about nutrition services. Down below are all the information that you need to do if you want to contact them or also want to go to their building at the Student Health and Wellness Center. So the purpose and mission of the nutrition services is to strive to provide high quality nutrition and healthcare services to support the well-being of the patients and communities. And it's also to help students to be healthy while a stressful period of their life and help students to avoid any major issues they're struggling. It's to provide healthy resources to students struggling with their diet. There may be many reasons behind them not being able to eat healthy, and it's also to help students avoid any health-related issues before it gets worse. Teaching students that there is a way to take care of themselves and motivating the students to be healthy can help them succeed in college. So the Student Health Services provide an in-house registered dietitian that provides nutrition therapy for a variety of nutrition-related health issues, including weight management, diabetes, heart disease, eating disorders, and GI disturbance, and among other medical diagnoses. Individuals that want to make an appointment can also contact them online or also call in and ask them to make an appointment for assessment, counseling, and educations. And they also provide free cooking classes if you ever want to learn how to cook healthy and affordable meals. And everything that was talked about, if you have SHIP, it's free. SHIP is like an insurance that's offered from UC Davis. And if you do not have SHIP, then it's just $15 for students. And one of the key staff members that leads this whole nutrition services is Jessica Wilson. If you ever want to contact her, you can also look on the nutrition services website. Another key resource is the alcohol, tobacco, and other drug intervention services. And you can access them at that phone number that's down below. So the purpose of this resource is to empower students to make healthy and responsible choices concerning use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. No use and low risk behaviors are supported while the realities of the negative consequences of high risk use are addressed. Strategies to reduce alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs related barriers to academic and social success are the primary intervention goals of this program. So some of the services that they provide is taking an assessment that's to assess you about alcohol and other drugs. And there's also intervention services that have individual consultation and like counseling services like one-on-one. And there's also like 90-minute like education, alcohol and drug, like education to learn more about just like the resources that are offered from UC Davis. And there's also more counseling that's also given and referral to other treatment if necessary. So students can maximize this resource by going to training and going to use the programs for recovery or intervention. And this training is to prevent anything from becoming serious and gives tips to overcome it. And there's no fee again, but the training for intervention services is $15. And one of the key staff members is Stephanie Lake. So now we're talking about counseling services. So the counseling services is to enhance the physical and mental health of students in order to achieve academic success. And meeting with a counselor can help students clarify issues, explore options, and cope more effectively. So students can maximize this resource by utilizing these services right here. So one of the main ones is You Got This, and You Got This is like a psychoeducational skill building workshop designed to help build personal awareness, and it develops coping skills and promotes self-care. And the other one is Mind Spa, and this provides free 10-minute chair massages at the Student Health and Wellness Center. And there's also a massage chair also in the MU that people can use that too. And there's also, you can contact the advice nurse, which also provides more just like one-on-one sessions and talking sessions with the student. And these are the key staff members that are you can talk to if you need any help. And now the CAN counseling network, so community advising network, and you can make a counseling appointment at that number right there. And also if you have like any problems like after hours, you can contact that other number. And another thing you can do is also email the counselors, and they'll also get back to you about that too. So the purpose of the CAN counselors is to provide students with consultation, counseling workshops, and community outreach activities. And it all assists students in achieving their goals and address factors that affect students' academic success. And they have like 4 principles that they go through. And like the main one is to demonstrate by respect for one another and acknowledge that there's historic deep root injustice. Second, through nonviolent exchange and the highest standard of conduct and decency in rejecting violence. And the third one is to include those based on race, ethnicity, gender expression. And the fourth one is to have mutual respect between between multiple people from one-on-one counseling. So who works with Who works with CAN? So the different community centers that work with CAN are the Asian American Studies, Cross Cultural Center, and the Education Opportunity Program, LGBTQIA Resource Center, the Middle Eastern and South Asian Student Affairs Officers, Center for African Diaspora Student Success, Center for Chicanx and Latinx Academic Student Success, Native American Academic Student Success Center, Services for International Students and Scholars, Student Recruitment and Retention Center, Transfer Reentry Veteran Center, Women's Resource and Research Center. So the CAN counselors, they want to help students with time management, academic difficulties, depression, anxiety, addiction issues, family expectations, relationship issues, balancing activism and academics, questioning sexuality, coming out, cultural adjustment, immigration concerns, and stress management. And they want to help the the whole campus with like conserving the right of freedom of expression, maintaining a climate of equity and justice, confronting and rejection of all manifestations of discrimination, and also recognizing that each of us have an obligation to the UC Davis community. So as you see here, one of like these are all the CAN counselors are listed down below, but John DePaul Dunbar is actually the main CAN counselor that is in charge of EOP. So if you're in EOP, if you're in EOP, then you can contact John DePaul Dunbar by emailing him or also making an appointment.
Hey y'all, my name is Jocelyn Torres, and today I'll be going over the Aggie hacks. So first of all, we'll start off with restaurants. So maximize your bucks. So some tips I have for you is first, many restaurants use stamp cards or reward system. And then you can use specials. There's usually specials throughout the week for certain restaurants. There's student discounts, and you can use an app and paper coupons, for example. For the first tip, a lot of these restaurants use, again, the stamp cards. So usually, like, let's say for Dutch Bros, like if for every 10th beverage you buy, you get the 11th one for free. Similarly with like the Alibaba's. So a tip I have for you as well is that make sure you remember to take the stamp card. Sometimes what I do is like put in my lanyard or my wallet just to make sure that I remember it and I'm able to get like the free item that they give out. And also for like specials throughout the week, I know Hana's usually has like a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday like special. And it's significantly less than the original price, so like keep a lookout for that. Starbucks has sometimes like their deals throughout the week. Similarly with like Ramen Hook, and then Baskin Robbins, I believe every Tuesday they have like a scoop for lesser price as well. For student discounts, I know Ike's has like a 50% discount on sandwiches from 3 to 5 p.m. from Monday through Friday. And then Lamppost and Walk of Flame, they have like a 10% discount for students. So also, like if you ever visit those restaurants, make sure to ask for that. And also make sure you use either like an app or like the paper coupons for like grocery stores. I know sometimes I get them in the mail, or like Target uses like their app where you can get like items for a less price. Now we'll be going over dining common hacks. So as you may know, the DC may have some limited items. However, you can use your creativity just to make like some items that you may also want to eat. For instance, we have the ice cream sandwich. So you can take like 2 cookies, ice cream. You can take like some fruit and toppings to make your ice cream sandwich, or also an iced coffee. So you can choose the coffee from the machine, then add ice, creamer, if you want a different creamer. Sometimes like when I was the first year, I would put like ice cream, and then you can put whipped cream as well. That's optional. For breakfast, you can have like an egg McMuffin. So you get some muffins, add butter. You can put it in the toaster, the egg. If there's meat, you can put like meat that day as well, and cheese. And then for lunch, you can have like a quesadilla. You can get the tortilla, cheese, the vegetables if you like some, salsa and sour cream. Again, something to keep a lookout for as well, though, is that some of the items are located in different stations. So if you're willing to do that, like go for it. I really encourage it. Now we have UC Davis gear. So you can get Davis gear on a budget. So some of the free gears that I've gotten, they have been from like attending fall quarter welcome events. So this could be like at the pavilion, the quad. A lot of fairs also offer free like UC Davis gear. And then also like at university sport games, conferences. For the conferences, sometimes you do have to register for it, so keep a lookout for that. And then sometimes clubs and orgs give out gear as well. Like sometimes they may do it as a raffle, so you can check like on their social medias if any of them have that. You can also volunteer in school events. So I know in spring quarter there's a lot of like cultural days where you can volunteer, and then they give you a shirt. For picnic day as well, you can get a free shirt if you volunteer. Now, for reduced Davis gear, every first Friday of the month, UC Davis Bookstore offers like a 25 to 30% off on certain clothing items. Also, Rite Aid sells UC Davis gear cheaper than the campus store. And usually around the holidays, UC Davis offers some sort of like discount on their clothing, so it's not as expensive. Now, for the city of Davis, some hacks. So I didn't know this, but Davis offers a free biking with confidence class. So they have it from like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's the location, and then you can register using that link. But yeah, that's something very interesting because we are a big like biking city. So then that's really cool, like that you're able to like be able to use the resources and be a better biker. Additionally, we have like the farmers market. So it's usually like at the Central Park. We have it on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And for the farmers market, if you have CalFresh, you're able to use it to buy the produce. And for what I've heard is that like sometimes the CalFresh can like become more if you use it at the farmers market. So I highly encourage that.
Hello, I will be talking about the food resources on campus. One of the food resources that you can apply for on campus is CalFresh. CalFresh awards students up to $194 per month, and it's just for groceries, just the food part. And there's many ways that you can qualify if you're approved for work study, if you work part-time, if you have children, if you receive Cal Grants A or B, and or participate in the EOP program. This only applies to students who live off campus, so you can be a first year if you fall into any of these categories and live off campus. And if you'd like to apply, the link is linked below. Another thing that we have on campus is the pantry. And the mission of the pantry is to aid UC Davis students in the pursuit of higher education by ensuring that no student ever has to miss a meal or go without basic necessities due to financial reasons. The pantry is very accessible. It's open 7 days a week, and you can also get food 7 days a week. You can get 3 items per day with no limit on fresh produce. Some things that they have are fresh produce, fruit cups, granola bars, instant dinners, pastas, rice, beans, and a couple of other things as well. Another thing that the EOP program provides exclusively is EOP All People Meet. All People Eat is a farm-to-table fresh produce handout brought to you by EOP and the UC Davis Student Farm. Produce is given out every Friday in front of the EOP cottage starting at 11 a.m. until produce runs out. The service is open to all EOP students with the intention of reducing food insecurity on campus. Some foods that we have gotten in the past are potatoes, red peppers, radishes, greens, kale, and eggplants. Another thing that we provide on campus is fruit and veggie up at the Aggie campus. You can see that there will be free produce at the Aggie campus, and it's in the Memorial Union next to UC Davis Market. This is also another place where you can sign up for CalFresh if you don't want to sign up off campus or online. The cost is also free, and you just have to be a registered student and have your student ID and bring a bag to carry your produce. These are the locations of the things I mentioned previously. The Aggie Campus Fruit and Veggie Up happens on the first floor, and EOP All People Meet happens on the lawn of the EOP cottage. The CalFresh program, you can contact them at the first floor of the MU, or you can contact them off campus. And the pantry is also on the first floor of the MU, but farther right, close to the bookstore. I'll be talking about low budget eating now. If you are interested in getting a free meal, not on campus, but in the community, here is a variety of locations that do offer free meals, ranging from Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and throughout the week. UC Davis also offers food programs on campus. There is a new program called the Aggie Meal Share Program that provides dining common swipes for students in need of assistance. In light of the COVID-19 shelter in place, they are still offering meals to go, and you can just apply for it with the link below. There are also healthy low-cost recipes. I mentioned resources that could give you free produce, and resources would give you money to buy free food. And some of these websites offer recipes to get creative with what you can buy. I linked SNAP recipes, Eat Fresh recipes. The Student Health and Wellness Center has also come up with a collection of recipes. And they've also come up with holiday meal recipes for all times of the year. And these are all low budget resource friendly guides to a healthier kitchen.
So we want to thank you for watching and, staying here with us. We really appreciate it and have a great day.
Thanks.